Brett Allred and Shady Hawkins back here inside the Grapevine Convention Center as we are about to have your semi-main event, and it will be for the DCW Texas Championship. Our first champion in DCW, Shady, will be crowned tonight.
I cannot begin to tell you what something like this means to a promotion. Whenever you first begin and you set down a precedent for a champion, it has to be someone who is recognizable. It has to be someone who has the power to influence the crowd. It has to be someone who has weight behind their name. It has to be someone that you know, or at least you hope, is going to be able to represent your company well.
And we've got two people in that.
We sure do. So starting off with Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton is the kind of guy who has done everything at some point or another. So Andy Dalton, first and foremost, is a second-generation wrestler. And a second-generation wrestler has a distinct advantage coming into everything, and we're going to find out about that advantage right now.
Let's go to our ring announcer, Keith Roberts. Dirty Andy Dalton heads to the ring here for this one tonight with Evolve's Anthony Henry. As you mentioned, Shady, the intangibles jump off the page for Dirty Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton, again, a second-generation superstar, someone who has been to Japan, someone who has been to countless states in this country, someone who has wrestled for Ring of Honor, someone who's wrestled for, I seriously, I don't think I can name a promotion that he hasn't wrestled for at some point or another. But just as talented
is his opponent.
Evolve's
Anthony Henry. Evolve's Anthony Henry set to face Dirty Andy Dalton here to crown the first DCW Texas champion. Anthony Henry, you want to talk about people that have traveled the world? So has Anthony Henry. He's an Evolve star. He's worked everywhere. You mentioned Dirty Andy Dalton, tours of Pro Wrestling Noah. He has worked countless promotions. Have both these gentlemen in this country. You couldn't pick two. Oh, and there's a little pre-game banter, pre-match banter there from Anthony Henry.
You know
as
what?
he face palms.
So, you would think that coming into a championship match there would be a little bit more respect, but I guess
not.
I guess it's all about the belt.
Dirty Andy Dalton and Anthony Henry here, and that's the prize that they battle for.
It's so beautiful.
The championship belt that we are holding here, the DCW Texas Heavyweight Championship. It's on the line.
I'm just gonna hold this right here, and I'm just gonna keep this safe. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna caress it, and I'm gonna hope that my arms don't fall off because holy crap, this thing's heavy.
Well, someone's gonna get it tonight, either Dirty Andy Dalton or Evolve's Anthony Henry, as they battle to crown the first ever DCW Texas champion. About to lock up here, collar and elbow tie-up between Dalton and Henry.
Crowd chanting DTF, down to fight, which is Andy Dalton's MO.
That it is.
He certainly is always down to fight and is ready. Headlock takeover.
Yeah, and there, that chin lock, he's got it in deep here, does Anthony Henry. Andy Dalton trying to fight his way out of this one. And Henry would like nothing more than to get him, back up to a vertical base. And now Dalton with the side headlock, hair pull from behind by Henry here. As forces Dalton into the corner. Now they're calling for the break here. Henry's got him in the corner. Oh, and he's still taunting Dirty Andy Dalton. Anthony Henry claimed, he told us, Shady, he came to Texas tonight to win a championship.
You know, I don't think Andy Dalton came into the ring with any other idea either. So it's going to be really interesting to see which one of these men has the will to outdo and outlast and maybe even outdirty the other.
Well, we're going to find out. Roll through here by Anthony Henry. Anthony Henry with a quick pop-up and the arm drag takeover to Dirty Andy Dalton, and a quick pop-up from Anthony Henry. Oh, and he gives the salute, if you will, to Dirty Andy Dalton. Anthony Henry using Dalton like mind games here early on in this matchup.
You know, I don't think that's obviously Andy not a fan, but I think he can understand. I mean, that is what he does. It's his thing. So right now, twist of the arm, dropping Dalton to one knee in the center of the ring.
You hear the DTF chants. Andy Dalton, the clear favorite in this one in terms of crowd response tonight. Again, so much on the line in this one, the journey for Dirty Andy Dalton to get to this point tonight. Oh, and now Andy Dalton retorting to a comeback here from Henry. But the road, the journey for Dirty Andy Dalton to get here tonight, Shady, he had to go through a gauntlet. He had to go through Wesley Crane in one of the matches of his life just to qualify for this opportunity to face Anthony Henry to determine the first ever DCW Texas champion.
Huge chop there by Anthony Henry to the chest of Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton now put face first into the corner by Anthony Henry. A second chop now delivered, third. And we are probably going to see
He's calling for one more. Oh,
we're going to see a Dalton chop. We're going to see a dirty chop in the corner, but misses. Dalton with his own chop delivered to Anthony Henry in the corner. Anthony Henry being wrapped around. Big chop to the chest and a rake to the back by Dalton to Anthony Henry. Anthony Henry again pinned up against the rope.
Oh, and he licks the hand. Oh, big right hand from Andy Dalton down on Henry. Henry's down.
Dalton faking out Henry with that punch to the face. Thought he was going to get the lick chop. Shoulder tackle now to Dalton.
Oh, Anthony Henry taunting Dalton here with the shoulder tackle.
Anthony Henry with an up and over. Dalton leaping up. Now hitting the ropes himself, coming back through and across. Oh, Dalton stalling.
He did not go through the leapfrog. Instead, countered with the clothesline to hammer Henry down to the mat.
Henry now being put into the corner with a big chop again by Dalton. Takeover by the head.
Andy Dalton.
Setting up.
What do you call that, Shady Hawkins?
I call that filthy.
Head stomps there by Dalton. 3, 4, 5. For the cover, 2 count. Hook of the leg not good enough from Dalton as Henry escapes.
Unconventional offense there by Dalton. Grabbing Anthony by the head with a big forearm to the face. Dalton pushing Henry up against the rope. Big body drop to the center of the ring.
Boy.
Dalton following it up. Clothesline to Henry, putting him over the top rope.
There you go.
Dropping
water?
him.
He asked for my water.
Dalton now getting a drink of water.
He wanted my water. I guess he was thirsty.
Dalton now running through.
Oh, and he sprays Anthony Henry.
Are you okay? I think some of that got on
Yeah, I think I got my shower for the evening. Anthony Henry back up into the ring. Oh, scoop slam. He takes Dalton down. High profile, high offense, high octane offense from Anthony Henry here. Dalton to the outside. Dirty Andy Dalton scrambling a bit, trying to regain himself. Is Henry going to go to the outside, slide through and under? Now Andy Dalton comes through. and he's going up and over. And they both spill to the outside.
Andy Dalton through the second rope with a shoulder tackle to Anthony Henry.
Almost paid homage to Eddie Guerrero there with the chest slaps. And now the crowd into this one. Is Andy Dalton going to get Anthony Henry back into the ring here?
Shoulder to the gut of Andy Dalton on the outside of the apron by Anthony. Henry now looking to grab Dalton, and I can't tell if he's trying to get him up.
Yeah, looks like a suplex.
Anthony counters. Andy counters. Anthony and Andy both countering.
Oh, Dalton comes off. Leg injury here. Leg injury to Dalton. Oh, that left knee seems to be a problem here. That left knee, an issue of Andy Dalton. Dalton is down here. He is clinching the knee. Anthony Henry's going to the outside. Oh, he's trying to take advantage. Now he goes to the back of the leg here, going to the back of that knee.
Andy Dalton hitting the apron with
now he slams Dalton down on that knee on the apron. Anthony Henry willing to go to any measures for that championship.
A very unfortunate turn of events there for Dalton as he was coming off the edge of that apron and his knee just caught just wrong as he was catching Henry with that choke across the top rope, and now Dalton clutching that leg tenderly, and Henry sensing like a shark with blood in the water, a target on Dalton's body.
Going to the back of that knee, Andy Dalton clutching it in a tremendous amount of pain. Andy Dalton, he's got to find a way to regroup. He's got to find a way to re-strategize at this point, because he's not going to be able to dominate at a vertical base on one leg. Is Henry now really grinding into that left knee, applying the pressure here.
Figure four lock, roll through on Andy Dalton.
Almost as a modified STF, with really applying the pressure to the back of that knee, not so much from a crossface standpoint, but really trying to capitalize and focus in on that left knee of Dirty Andy Dalton.
Dalton crawling desperately to the rope, and he kicks there, using his own hair as a bar.
And what will Anthony Henry do? He's showing he'll do anything to win this championship.
That is what this championship means, Brad. This championship, it is the inaugural championship.
There can only be one first champion.
There can only be one first champion, and both of these guys want it bad.
Andy Dalton and Anthony Henry here. Now Dalton, spits to the face of Henry. Oh, huge kick to the chest to Andy Dalton. Oh, another kick from Henry. Dalton's asking for more. Oh, Anthony Henry obliges with a third kick. Now a double stomp.
I don't know if Dalton should be asking for, and then a double stomp to the knee.
Now Dalton scrambling over to the outside. Andy Dalton scrambling here as he's down. And he is trying to get that knee. Yes.
Back into the knee.
Henry is down. Now he kicks the head of Dalton. Oh, and a big kick to Dalton here. Now a chop in front of us, Shady. Whoa! Oh!
And then a kick again, dropping Andy Dalton to the ground behind that left knee. You know, I gotta say, Andy Dalton's a stalwart guy, and he's a provoker. He's a master provoker, but I don't know if he wants to be doing this in this situation. That knee has got to be destroyed.
Dalton and Henry here. As Anthony Henry makes his way back up into the ring here.
Dirty Andy Dalton in the center of the ring, taking some time regrouping. If I were Henry, I don't know if I would have taken that much time getting back in the ring, pulling on the knee, continuing to attack that weak spot. And again, the figure four.
Dalton cringing in pain here. Is Henry really trying to apply it? Will we have a submission? You hear the DTF chants from ringside. Henry really grinding in that figure 4 here, Shady.
Looks like Dalton attempting to reverse, turning Anthony Henry on his side. Henry trying to fight it. And it looks like he's almost successful, and he gets it, the reversal.
Now Henry the one agonizing in pain as Andy Dalton looks to put away Henry, but he reaches for the ropes and causes a break. So the break of the figure 4. And now Dalton and Henry both down.
But how much damage really has been done to Andy Dalton's knee at this point? He continues to try and rub it, to try and get feeling back into it. It's red as a tomato.
How can he walk at this point?
I have no idea. Sheer instinct.
Shot there by the right foot of Dalton. Now a takeover here, trying to apply pressure to the knee, but Dalton able with the right foot to kick out to the chin of Henry. Now back on one leg is Dalton. Oh! And the kick to the back of the head of Anthony Henry. Dalton now trying to rally.
But at what cost to his already injured body?
He can definitely not put any weight on that left leg, on that left knee. Dalton, a couple of clotheslines here.
Leg over the head, Anthony Henry pushed into the rope. Dalton trying to run through, but again, the knee.
He can't do it, he just can't. No, he jumps over that one, big right hand. Oh! Big DDT from Dalton. Will this do it? We have a new, no, a 2 count. Is Anthony Henry able just to get the shoulder up?
Man, that was real close.
So much on the line here. The DCW Texas Championship hangs in the balance. Dirty Andy Dalton and Anthony Henry. Oh! Suplex there, back on the back of the head, big kick to the head. Andy Dalton is down, that's got to do it. 1, 2, oh, 2.5.
On pure instinct, Andy Dalton gets that shoulder up. If single leg, you know, if he had maybe hooked both of those legs, it would have been enough, but mistake there on the part of Anthony Henry.
Now Dalton just clutching the left leg of Anthony Henry, just trying to survive here in the corner, right in front of us, Shady.
Anthony Henry
going to the top.
So Andy Dalton up quickly, again grabbing that left leg. Forearm after forearm, headbutt now to Andy Dalton. Henry finally making it to the top rope in the corner.
Now Henry looking to put Dalton away. What's he going to go with? Oh, the double stomp. Dalton rolls through. Back up to a vertical base. Now down is Henry. Henry down. Dalton. Oh, the big super kick. Now is he going for it? Is he looking for the brain buster? He gets it. Will this do it? 1, 2, 2.5. Oh, Henry kicks out. We almost had a new champion.
This close.
2 7/8 there on that count. But somehow Anthony Henry able to roll out, able to kick out, and this match continues.
Anthony Henry now starting to sustain the level of damage that Andy Dalton has taken up till now. Andy Dalton dropping one of the straps.
Now Dalton really putting the fist to that left knee as he drops the straps. He's looking to put away Anthony Henry here. Oh, is he looking for a pile driver? He is. Will he get it up? Tries a second time, no good. Now, forearms clubbing them to the back of Anthony Henry here. Vicious shots. Oh, and he rakes the back of Anthony Henry. Dirty Andy Dalton will do anything to win this championship, but now, a roll through. Oh, back to the left knee.
Schoolboy.
Small package. No, Henry kicks out at 2. Oh, and a kick to the left knee of Dalton. Henry off the ropes. Oh, kick to the chest. Will this do it? 2. No, another 2 count. What do they have to do here? Henry going back up to the top. Dalton back up to the vertical base with a shot. Another forearm shot. A third.
I mean, hey guys, you guys need to remember, exactly where you're at. Our announcer table.
Oh!
Up to the low back of Andy Dalton.
That's got to do it.
One leg hook. 2 count. Andy Dalton kicks out from a double stomp to the lower back.
How many kickouts is that? Unbelievable.
I don't know, like 15. Like, I mean, I got to make an educated guess at this point.
Unbelievable here. These two guys, the tank's got to be at empty at this point. We're probably in the midst of, I don't know, 15 minutes of fast-paced action here.
So both of these guys, though, are known to go the long haul. So both of them, they've always got spare.
How do you keep up this pace with Andy Dalton on one leg?
I'm concerned about Dalton's knee at this point. Dalton's knee has taken so much abuse.
This crowd firmly behind Dirty Andy Dalton. Another kick to the back of the knee from Henry. Viciousness from the Evolve star here. Slap to the face of Dalton. Another slap to the face. A third.
Dalton asking for it.
A fourth from Henry. Now here comes Dalton. 6, 7, 8, 10, a dozen slaps. Dalton goes to the ropes. Kick to the head of Dalton. Stops him in his tracks. Now Dalton comes back. Oh, what a vicious chop. Dalton goes to the ropes here. Oh, clotheslines him out of his boots. This has got to be it. Henry, powerbomb to Dalton. That's going to do it. 1, 2. Oh, and Dalton kicks out.
Into a single leg crab.
Into a crab.
In the center of the ring, Andy Dalton with that left knee. Single leg crab. This is not where Andy Dalton wants to be. He's in the center of the ring right now. Nowhere near any rope, nowhere near any help, but he's crawling desperately, trying to reach that rope with all of his might.
That knee has got to be done. That left knee has been damaged.
Pulled back into the center of the ring.
Now Henry wrenches it in. This has got to do it. You've got to think about the longevity, the career of Andy Dalton at this point.
So Dalton, please think of your career, man.
He's trying to reach for the ropes here, Shady, on the far side of the ring. Crowd firmly behind Dirty Andy Dalton. You hear the DTF chants, and he makes it to the rope.
How in the world did he make it to that rope?
Now a 5 count being administered, and Henry breaks at 4. Had he been there a second longer, we would have had a disqualification. Andy Dalton down, fighting for this match, fighting for that championship that you hold right now.
This means that much to these men. And Andy Dalton willing to put his career on the line with the potential injuries he may have to that left knee right now.
Anthony Henry willing to do anything. He's proven it already tonight to win this match.
Both of these attitudes, champion level attitudes, got to have the willingness to do anything it takes to maintain and protect.
They will sacrifice at all costs.
This championship. Andy Dalton willing to put his body and his career on the line for this championship.
Anthony Dalton now perched on the top rope. What will Anthony Henry try here as he's looking to put this match away with one
rib punches by Dalton at the top of the Instagurt kick in the corner to the back of the head of Dalton. Dalton trying to fight back desperately by attacking those ribs, but just isn't quite making it. Are we going to see a top rope suplex?
He's got him up top here.
More punches to the ribs by Dalton, and then the physical assault by Anthony Henry, the angry
viciousness by the Evolve star Anthony Henry. Now he's at the top rope, on the top rope with Dalton. Big suplex off the top. A roll through. What is Henry going to try? Oh, Andy counters it. Brainbuster. Brainbuster. 1, 2, 2 and oh. Andy Dalton had it. Now he's going to let pile driver. Oh, and he hits it on Anthony Henry. 1, 2, 3. We have a new champion. We have a new champion. Dirty Andy Dalton has done it. He has climbed the mountain. Oh my, oh my.
The inaugural DCW
The locker room spills out.
Champion.
5-star classic.
Dirty Andy Dalton.
Dirty Andy Dalton has done it. He has climbed the mountain. Dirty Andy Dalton breaking down in the middle of the ring. Tears from Andy Dalton. He has climbed to the top of the mountain. Mia his daughter, is coming to the ring. Dirty Andy Dalton has done it. Your inaugural DCW Texas champion has been crowned.